started as an entrepreneur since I was very little. I think I've had a couple businesses over the course of my life. I come from a family of entrepreneurs. My grandpa owned his own business for a while, so it was like ingrained in my DNA since I was little, I think. I own a speaker and a headphone company in California, which I never thought I would ever be doing, but it keeps me motivated each day to do it, I think, because I get to make and create cool stuff. Like, I like making products, and that's why I love being an entrepreneur. But I just never thought I would ever be doing this ever before, so.
For living.
Yeah.
So what do you think about the Brazilian market in this aspect?
For my company, the Brazilian market, we've got so many inquiries of people wanting to buy our product from Brazil, but it's, honestly speaking, one of the worst countries to import to. The tax and the duties to bring in electronics makes it almost prices out of the market, right? So we would love to sell more in Brazil, but the duty and the importation makes it impossible, almost like Russia, right? It's crazy. When we first started this, we got so many inquiries from South America. A lot of other countries in South America picked up and sold and bought our products. But Brazil, we've always got inquiries, but hardly any orders, because when people calculate the duty and the tax, it makes it impossible to bring it in. It's kind of unfortunate, but...
Yeah, but startups it's supposed to be cheaper
Yeah.
and easier.
Yeah, but for electronics, for some reason, importing from the USA makes it, it's crazy. Yeah, for my case at least. But I think the startup vibe in Brazil is crazy. It's awesome. It's like not a miniature, it's way bigger Silicon Valley down here happening. And from being in the USA, you don't hear a lot about the startup community happening in South America, but it's alive, and it seems like it's doing well from everyone I've talked to at the event.
So are you happy to be in this event?
Oh yeah, this is awesome. Like, first time in Brazil, first time in this part of the world, and it's cool. It's cool to see the culture, and like, Brazilian people are so very like welcoming and nice and above and beyond what you expect when you come into a different country. Not being able to speak the language, you think people aren't going to be able to communicate with you, but the Brazilian people have been great. I'm so happy to be here.
And what about Case?
Oh, Case
Have
is...
you heard about it before?
Well, just be from word of mouth, from like talking to different people at South by Southwest. But yeah, this is a cool event. It's like top notch. I speak at a lot of events across the USA, but this one's put together super well. Like, the organization, the hospitality, like the arrangements, and then the vibe when you're up on stage. Like, everyone seems like they just want to learn and like take in as much as possible, which as a speaker, that's what you want when you're on stage. You want people being there who want to be there, right? A lot of times I speak at universities, and it's like college kids that are like their professors making them go, but here is an event where people choose to be there because they want to learn as much and take as much away from it. So why have we been so successful?
Yeah.
My company is in a huge market, right? Consumer electronics is huge. I'm competing with Sony and Panasonic and all these big conglomerates. We're a small fish in a huge pond, but we're that cool looking fish that swims by a couple times and you're like, what fish is that? We're that fish. It's cool to be a small fish in the big pond, but we have our niche in the market, and I think that's why we've been so successful. We look at the competition, we try to do the exact opposite of the competition, and I think that's why I think we've gotten so much notoriety and awards and press over the last couple of years, is because it's good to be different. A lot of people like kind of shun you from being different, but being different's a good thing. If you're not different, you're going to blend in with the rest.
Right.
I think based on my experience, being an entrepreneur and innovation in the US, like, a lot of people have businesses, but they're not, they kind of like all blend together. In South America, you want me to switch?
No, you're good.
In South America and Brazil, it seems like everyone's an entrepreneur. Everyone wants to work for themselves. Like, in the US, it's very rare to meet an entrepreneur. Most people work for large corporations or businesses, but everyone I've met here in my time so far in Brazil has started a business or started a company for themselves, that's exciting to know as an outsider, that the startup community is alive and doing well here in South America. If you're a beginner, a startup, or an entrepreneur, you should come to Case. There's no harm in coming here. It's an awesome event, and I highly, highly recommend it.